Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Caressel, and this is my overview of the mechanical keyboard affinity spaces or affinity space for RDG 510. So, I began getting into mechanical keyboards, and yes, you are thinking of exactly what I'm talking about. Um, Mechanical computer keyboards, things that you type on. Um, I, about a year ago, just kind of stumbled upon this when I was watching a random YouTube video, which a lot of us do, and saw a guy who was building a custom mechanical keyboard for a popular gamer. And, I'd never seen something like this before. And it looked really interesting. And I kind of did some digging around. I found, kind of went down a rabbit hole of the internet and discovered this whole affinity space of people who build and collect custom mechanical keyboards. And at first I was like, wow, these people have a lot of time on their hands. And then I kind of got into it. And it's something I'm now, I would say I'm a long time lurker now, but it is something that I do want to do eventually. I would like to build my own keyboard. I spent a lot of time on the internet or on my computer, and having a cool tool to be part of that work life is interesting to me. So, what are mechanical keyboards? Basically, computer keyboards that have mechanical actuators inside them. And if you see this image here, you can see the individual switch where, there's many, many, many different kinds of switches, as I'll show in a few minutes, that have different feels and sounds and colors, even textures, even. And this mechanical aspect of it gives keyboards a whole sensory aesthetic to them. People are not just looking for a keyboard that looks pretty, but has weight to it, that has, like I'm sure you've had computers in the past where you really like typing on a keyboard and you got a new computer and you're like, I don't know about this one. I don't like the keyboard as much, or, something like that. These people take it to the next level. They're even looking for the sound, the perfect sound that they want out of a keyboard, and they have all kinds of terms that they use to describe these sounds that they're looking for. And there's the level of customization for these is incredibly high. And so all the parts that people look for, you can see here is a switch, and there's all kinds of different parts to the switch. I mean, this is a tiny, like 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter thing, and there's hundreds of different kinds of these made by different companies, and you can customize them by putting little additions in them or different kinds of lubrication in them that make them feel a bit different. Different modifications that you can do. There's also the electronic, what they call a PCB, where you actually fit the switches inside so that they make the electrical connection and eventually work with the computer itself. There's all different kinds of PCBs, some that you need to solder using a soldering iron, and some that call them hot swappable, where you only need to press the switch into it, which makes it easier for people who aren't good with the soldering iron, such as myself, to get involved. They have hundreds and hundreds of different keycap sets for different size keyboards, because there's varying sizes depending on what you want. Maybe you want a full number pad. Maybe you want you don't need a number pad, but you want your arrow keys and the function keys. Maybe you don't want function keys. Maybe you want it so small that all you have are the letters. Like, you can really get creative. And then a whole ton of accessories, which you can see by these cables. These cables can get pretty over the top. So there's this whole universe of around mechanical keyboards. I'm going to show you the different portals that I've seen. I don't interact with all of them, but it's a whole variety of stuff. First is centering around the subreddit forum mechanical keyboards. That's the for Reddit, the social media site. Then there's also a traditional internet forum called geekhack.org, and it all focuses on mechanical keyboard stuff. Discord servers, which Discord is a messaging platform that is fairly new. A lot of gamers use it, and a lot of people who stream use it as well. There's also a whole bunch of mechanical keyboard retailers and creators and marketplaces around the buying and selling of keyboards. And then there's also content creators on YouTube and Twitch who are kind of like these generators of knowledge and trends. So first, looking at the subreddit, this is what you would see if you came to the subreddit. And it's a lot of people posting photos and asking questions and posting videos of them doing a sound test of typing and whatnot. So you can see a lot of different views of keyboards, different aesthetics. Minimal, like this one, very small. These are this is a storage case, so lots of different stuff going on here, and this is, I would say, probably where the bulk of all the interaction goes on, is in this subreddit. Then we have the geekhack.org forum, and there's all kinds of, this is just one sub forum under the keyboard sub forum, I guess you could say. But like, for instance, somebody here is trying to figure out what the quietest version of this one particular switch is. They're looking to make a really, probably a quiet keyboard. So they're asking this question. People are commenting and even sharing videos about the sounds that they make and all kinds of stuff. So that's Geek Hack. Then there's Discord. Discord is new. I don't use this. I actually just signed up just to kind of show everybody what's going on here. But a lot of companies and groups will have a Discord server, which is basically like a page where they have various forums to chat about different kinds of stuff regarding their products. So the key company, this is one. And like, you know, here's somebody who, let's say we want to go to keycaps. So this is all the discussions that are taking place about keycaps. People asking questions, you know, all kinds of stuff. Looking at TKC news, so all the stuff that, you know, they may be releasing new program or new products, and keycaps and switches, and these are called banana split switches. So. And the next one would be another company. They're kind of known as the, I don't know, I guess like the Gucci of keyboards. It's called the Key Cult. And they do these releases, and this is very common in this community, in this affinity space, is because it's fairly small, and it's not like they're going to sell, you know, 100,000 keyboards. They're gonna sell maybe 1,000, and so they'll do these releases where they release a batch at a time. And so here they're talking about how they're releasing the number one TKL. TKL is basically like a size of keyboard, Shatter, and this is available February 8th. So this particular keyboard itself, so the body of it and the aesthetic, and it talks about all that's included here, all the stuff that comes with it. And the price looks like it's not available, but these things get into the thousands of dollars, thousands altogether. Then this is one big company that does a lot of stuff with mechanical keyboards. It's called drop.com, and they have their own products, but they also sell a variety of other products. So not only do they sell keyboard kits, but they call these artisan keycaps. So if you wanted your escape key to be a cute Hello Kitty themed thing, or a Tyrannosaurus Rex, you can do that. These are different parts that you can buy, different keycap sets, different little accessories and whatnot. This is like a mouse pad. So lots of stuff here. And there's also buying and selling of products. So because a lot of these releases are limited, like they may only make 100 sets of a particular keycap color or something, people really want it. And so they'll, you know, go to the ends of the earth in order to find that particular color of keycap that goes with this font. And they're really trying to get this ideal look. And so people can go to our mech market in Reddit and try to find stuff. And they have people trying to find things. Here's somebody shipping from Indonesia. Um, yeah, all kinds of interesting stuff. Like somebody's selling a PCB for $480. Um, yeah, all kinds of stuff is for sale here. You can spend a lot of money if you wanted to. And as far as content creators go, there's a lot of them on YouTube who will review keyboards and show them building keyboards. This guy, Teha, he is kind of, I guess, fairly prominent in the mechanical keyboard scene. He builds them live on stream and actually builds them for famous other streamers and gamers and internet celebrities and whatnot. And he has a whole YouTube channel where he'll upload his builds and different keycap sets and give his reviews of switches and how to do things. And like here's one on how to lube switches, specific kind of switches for a specific effect. And he goes into all this stuff. And there's a lot of people like him who do this. He's just, I would say, one of the most prominent ones in the group. Anyway, that's mechanical keyboard affinity spaces. It really is a rabbit hole that you could go down. It is a lot of these people joke about how it's a very expensive hobby to get into, and people are saying, like, what should I do to do my first keyboard? They'll joke and say, don't ever start because you can't stop after this. It becomes a bit of an addiction. Anyway, I hope you learned a little bit more about a area of the internet that maybe you didn't know about before, and hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.